Hello students, welcome back to the topic sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Students, today in this video, that is in lecture 12, we are going to discuss about double fertilization and its significance. The process of fusion of male gamete with the female gamete to form a diploid zygote is called as a fertilization. So here is the structure of a VS of ovule showing an embryo sac which shows the first male gamete which is brown in color and the female gamete which is egg, and also shows the second male gamete. So as we know students, in the angiosperm two male gametes are produced. One gamete is going to fuse with the egg, another gamete is going to fuse with the secondary nucleus, bringing two times of fertilization called double fertilization. Unique process it is in almost all the angiosperms. S.G. Navashin in the year 1898 became a first person to explain about this double fertilization in the plants like Lilium and Fritillaria. See, this is the LS of ovule which is showing the different parts like a funicle, hilum, raphe, integuments, nucellus and embryo sac. Let us try to understand double fertilization. Okay, for that we should know the structure of embryo sac and egg apparatus. So I have magnified the image here. So this is embryo sac and this green colored cell is called as a egg apparatus. Now in the embryo sac, egg cell is present always towards the micropyle end, and the neighboring cells present are called as synergids, and these three cells together make egg apparatus. These synergids which are there, they will be made up of elongated thread-like structures called filiform apparatus. They have a unique role. They are going to guide the pollen tube towards the egg during the fertilization. See here students, pollen tube is there with a tube nucleus and two male gametes. Once it enters into micropyle, the filiform apparatus will guide the tube towards the egg, and there will be a secretion of the chemical which is called chemotaxis. The tip of the pollen tube will burst out, releasing two male gametes. Correct? Now the tube nucleus will be there in the tube that undergoes degeneration after the release of the male gamete. The two polar nuclei which are there, they fuse and form secondary nucleus, and two male gametes will be present in the embryo sac. So two male gametes are released. So they are going to fuse with the two different contents of the embryo sac, bringing double fertilization. The synergid cells will undergo degeneration, and the first male gamete will fuse with the egg or oosphere, making it a zygote. So this is the first fertilization which is called syngamy. What is a syngamy? Fusion between two haploid gametes. Now this is the first fertilization, and the second male gamete which is there, which is haploid, is going to fuse with the diploid secondary nucleus. Correct? And that brings about a second fertilization and will be converted into pen. Pen means a primary endosperm nucleus. This is called triple fusion, double fertilization and triple fusion. So this is the LS of ovule showing you the development of the pollen tube, and these are the two male gametes. Just observe the diagram carefully. The tip of the pollen tube will burst open, releasing the two male gametes. Correct? The first gamete will fuse with the egg, and the second gamete will fuse with the secondary nucleus. Two times fertilization takes place. Thus it's called double fertilization. The gametes are non-motile. Male gametes are non-motile, and they are transferred up to the female gamete through the pollen tube, and that process is called siphonogamy. What is the significance of double fertilization then? So let's try to understand. As we understood, synergids are going to help the pollen tube. They guide the pollen tube till the egg. The first male gamete will fuse with the egg, and the second male gamete will fuse with the secondary nucleus. Correct? So here it involves two gametes fusion and can avoid polyembryony. It increases the chance of survival of the plant and the formation of the seed. Involves two fusions and thus two products are really produced. That is, one is a zygote which will develop into embryo, and the second one is a primary endosperm nucleus, and that is going to develop into endosperm, and endosperm is going to nourish the developing embryo. So this is the significance of the fertilization. Now here is once again vertical section of the ovule. So what happens after the fertilization? The zygote which is there, that undergoes repeated mitosis and will be developed into an embryo, and the primary endosperm nucleus will develop into a triploid structure called endosperm. The development of embryo and endosperm takes place simultaneously and are close to each other. Proper nutrition of embryo is ensured. The development of embryo and endosperm takes place simultaneously. So this is the structure of monocot embryo, which is having a nutritive tissue called endosperm, which will help in the development of the embryo. So seeds are said to be more viable which are having endosperm. In the gymnosperm, there will be multicellular haploid female gametophyte will be produced. Embryo will be there with very less amount of endosperm. So there will be no double fertilization, whereas in angiosperm there is a double fertilization. In gymnosperm there is no endosperm. So these are the significances of double fertilization. Now let us try to understand about post-fertilization changes. So what happens? Zygote which is there develops into a embryo sac. The process of development of the embryo is called as a embryogenesis. Primary endosperm nucleus develops to form a triploid structure called as an endosperm, which is going to nourish the developing embryo. Ovule develops to form a seed. Ovary becomes the fruit. Wall of the ovary becomes wall of the fruit called as a pericarp. Integuments of the ovule develop into seed coat like testa and tegma. So in this video we discussed about double fertilization and its significance. In the next video we will discuss an important concept called development of embryo. Hope you understood the contents of the video, students. Thank you.